गुड आफ्टरनून ऑल ऑफ यू। वेलकम टू आवर न्यू चैनल स्टडी फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज। आप सभी का स्टडी फॉर एग्जाम्पुर स्टडी फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज पे स्वागत है। दिस इज़ ए वंडरफुल प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर दोज हु बिकॉज ऑफ देयर hinterland लोकेशन दे can't go for coaching, and for those because of their financial constraint they can't afford to pay 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh rupees for GS coaching. We along with our team will teach you, will inculcate analytical skills in you, so that each and every questions, even in prelims and mains, will be tackled by you. So here, this is Appu Tiwari. I am here to teach science and technology, and today's my topic is Delhi SMOG. So here we are. Delhi SMOG. It has created mental trauma. It has created mental trauma in the minds of Delhi residents, NCR residents, coupled with Corona pandemic. Yes, we are thankful to Corona this time because it has forced us to inculcate the habit of wearing mask. Thankful to Corona this time. Delhi SMOG. Now we can see what SMOG is. Delhi SMOG, because of Delhi SMOG, sometimes Delhi is considered by the diplomats as hardship posting. Hardship posting. Why? Because of Delhi SMOG. Because of Delhi SMOG, they consider Delhi as hardship posting. They don't want to come to Delhi with their children, with their wives. They consider it as hardship posting, and it is also known as epitome of pollution. Epitome of pollution. Okay, so now बिफोर स्टार्टिंग वी शुड नो व्हाट इज स्मॉग. व्हाट इज स्मॉग, स्मॉग क्या होता है, ठीक है. उसके बाद हम लोग स्टडी करेंगे कि दिल्ली स्मॉग क्या है, व्हाट इज दिल्ली स्मॉग, व्हाट आर द फैक्टर्स रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दिल्ली स्मॉग. इफ वी नो द फैक्टर्स बट स्टिल व्हाई वी आर फेलिंग टू कर्ब दिस, टू अबेट दिस पोल्यूशन. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विथ स्मॉग. व्हाट इज स्मॉग? इफ यू सी द वर्ड स्मॉग, it consists of two parts. Okay, it consists of two parts, SM and OG. SM reflects smoke. Okay, SM reflects smoke, and OG fog. Okay, and OG fog. So simply we can say smoke when it is entrapped, when it is entrapped in fog, we call it as smog. Simply smoke plus fog. ठीक है. So smoke plus fog, smoky fog caused by the burning of large amount of coal, vehicular emission and industrial fumes. Smoke contains soot particles like smoke, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxides and other components. Okay, so smoke, what is smoke? ठीक है. At least basically if you see smoke, there are two types of smoke. Okay, smoke क्या दो तरह के होते हैं. One is your sulfurous smoke, and okay, and other is your photochemical smoke. So let us start with sulfurous smoke. It is also called London smoke. Because sulfurous smoke was first observed in London. That is why it is also often regarded as London smoke. First form in London. sulfurous smog results from a high concentration of sulfur oxide in the air and is caused by the use of sulfur bearing fossil fuels. Okay, so this is sulfurous smog is formed basically due to sulfur oxide, okay, sulfur oxide. Now how sulfur oxide is produced? When we are burning fossil fuels, so when you are burning fossil fuels, it will release sulfur oxides, and that sulfur oxide is responsible for sulfurous smog. ठीक है? And the weather condition responsible for it is, now what is the weather condition responsible for the formation of sulfurous smog? The weather condition is dampness and a high concentration of suspended particulate matter. It occurs in the region of cold, humid climate. Okay, so cold, humid climate. Now the other type is photochemical smog. Let us break this word photochemical. Photo means light. Okay, photo means light. ठीक है? Also known as Los Angeles smog. It occurs most prominently in urban areas that have large numbers of automobiles. Nitrogen oxide are the primary emissions. ठीक है? So photochemical smog occurs in those areas. Basically, it occurs in the urban areas where the concentration of automobiles are more, because automobiles releases nitrogen oxide. That is the primary pollutant responsible for the formation of photochemical smog. ठीक है? Photochemical smogs, when pollutants such as nitrogen oxides, primary pollutant, and organic compounds, primary pollutants react together in the presence of sunlight, a gas called ozone, secondary pollutant is formed. ठीक है? Nitrogen oxide plus sunlight plus hydrocarbons result in the formation of ozone. That is responsible for photochemical smog. This is the basic. You can see this is the diagram representing photochemical smog. Okay. Let us practice this MCQ. This was asked in 2003. Which one of the following is produced during the formation of photochemical smog? So this is ozone. ठीक है? This is ozone. Now Delhi pollution. So air quality index. What is air quality index? No doubt Delhi is suffering from the Delhi smog, but there should be some tools, monitoring station that is responsible for measuring the Delhi pollution, whether it lies in the good category, severe category, moderate category, and that is done with the help of air quality index. ठीक है? Air quality index is an index for reporting Delhi air quality. It generates awareness among the people. जैसे मान के चलिए कि मुझे अगर शाम को वॉकिंग करने जाना है, सो बिफोर गोइंग टू वॉकिंग आई विल जस्ट सी एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स कि आज जो अपनी एयर क्वालिटी है वो किस रेंज में है, गुड में है, मॉडरेट में है, सीवियर में है. अगर वो सीवियर में है देन व्हाट आई विल डू, इधर आई विल वियर द मास्क और एल्स आई विल नॉट गो टू वॉक. ठीक है? सो एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स इज कैलकुलेटेड फॉर 8. This point should be remembered. 8 major air pollutants. That is ground level ozone, PM10, PM2.5, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, ammonia and lead. One point should be noted. Point: air quality index. Carbon dioxide is not included. It's a greenhouse gases. ठीक है? It's a greenhouse gas. ये याद रखिएगा. Generally when जब भी कोई UPSC अगर मान के चलिए कि कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं एग्जाम में, then to confuse you what it will do, it will put carbon dioxide also इन एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स। तो पहले आप मॉनिटर कर लीजिए, देखिए इसमें ग्राउंड लेवल ओजोन है, PM10 है, PM2.5 है, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड है, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड है, नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड है, अमोनिया एंड लीड है, लेकिन यहाँ पे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नहीं है। ठीक है, इस पॉइंट को हमें कंसिडर कर लेना चाहिए। ठीक है, अब नाउ व्हाट इज PM10 एंड PM2.5? दिस इज कॉल्ड particulate matter, particulate matter, particulate matter। ठीक है, particulate matter ये जो होता है इसका क्या होता है, लेस देन 10 माइक्रोमीटर, और ये जो है लेस देन 2.5 माइक्रोमीटर। सो द particulate matter can be in the form of dust particles, pollen grains, soot particles। ठीक है, this is my air quality index, air quality index indicated by different colors, indicated by different colors। If my air quality index crosses this range, that means it is in the range of severe, it is in the range of severe। ठीक है, it affects healthy people, seriously impacts on those with existing disease, with existing disease। ठीक है, जैसे मान के चलिए किसी को अगर लंग्स डिजीज ऑलरेडी है और अगर एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स लाइज इन द रेंज ऑफ दिस, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, उनको ज़्यादा इफेक्ट कर सकता है, उनको ज़्यादा इफेक्ट कर सकता है। ठीक है, एक क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, ये भी यूपीएससी में पूछा गया था, ये भी यूपीएससी में पूछा गया था। ठीक है, इन द सिटीज ऑफ आवर कंट्री विच अमंग द फॉलोइंग एटमॉस्फेरिक गैसेज आर नॉर्मली कंसिडर्ड इन कैलकुलेटिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स, एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स। ठीक है, व्हाट इज नाउ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड एंड मीथेन। दिस वाज ए प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन, दिस वाज ए प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन। ठीक है, ये शायद 2015 या 2016 में पूछा गया था। नाउ व्हेन वी हैव स्टडीड रिगार्डिंग एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स, आई हैव पॉइंटेड दैट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वाज नॉट इंक्लूडेड। कभी भी आप ऐसा पढ़ते हैं तो याद रखिएगा, जैसे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इंपॉर्टेंट गैसेज है, तो कोई भी अगर क्वेश्चंस देंगे, कोई भी अगर क्वेश्चंस देंगे, देन उसमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इंक्लूड जरूर किया जाएगा। तो आप पहली स्टडी करते समय उसको मॉनिटर कर लीजिए कि हाँ इसमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इंक्लूड नहीं है जो हमने किया। तो देखिए ये क्वेश्चन ऐसे ही सॉल्व हो जाता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज नॉट देयर, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज नॉट देयर, वन इज नॉट देयर, सो आंसर इज बी, आंसर इज बी। ठीक है, जस्ट अ मिनट गाइस। ठीक है, द अदर इज योर सफर, द अदर इज योर सफर। भैया फिर अपने पीछे कर दिए, पीछे कीजिए। Sorry friends, there were some technical glitches, so we will resume where we are left. Now, okay, the other thing to consider, Delhi pollution is suffer. The other thing to consider, Delhi pollution is suffer. यह फिर पीछे चला गया. Sorry friends, there were some technical glitches, so we will resume where we are left. Sorry, please consider me. ठीक है? So suffer, the system of air quality and weather forecasting. The system of air quality and weather forecasting and research is an initiative introduced by the Ministry of Earth Sciences. It was developed indigenously by Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune, and operationalized by the Indian Meteorological Department. So, SAFAR is also there to monitor Delhi air pollution, but its true LED color display gives out real-time and air quality index on 24/7 basis with color coding along with 72-hour advance forecast. 72-hour advanced forecast. ठीक है, advanced forecast. In addition to all the 8 gases that were included in air quality index, it has 3 more gases, that is benzene, toluene and xylene. Benzene, toluene and xylene. ठीक है. अब now we have studied till now what is a smog, what are the 2 types of smog. जैसे 2 types of smog are sulfurous smog and the other is a photochemical smog. And now we will consider what are the factors that is responsible for Delhi smog. ठीक है. So the one of the most important factor is geographical factor. It is geographical factor. ठीक है, geographical factor. अब geographical factor में हम क्या क्या चीज़ कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. The first is change in wind direction. ठीक है. October usually marks the withdrawal of monsoon in the northwest India, and during this time the predominant direction of wind is northwesterly. That brings the dust from the northern Pakistan and Afghanistan. ठीक है. So क्या होता है, monsoon winds are withdrawal, and what happens, the winds in the northwestern part of the countries. Let me explain with the help of diagram. ठीक है. Suppose this is my Delhi. ठीक है, this is my Delhi. ठीक है. Suppose this is my Delhi. Okay. Now what will happen in the month of October? What will happen? See, October usually marks the withdrawal of monsoon winds. ठीक है. तो monsoon wind withdrawal हो जाते हैं और एक नया wind generate होता है, that is northwesterly winds. ठीक है ना, northwesterly winds. ठीक है, northwesterly winds. ठीक है, जो कि northwestern part of the country से आता है. ठीक है. अभी क्यों डेवलप होता है, I will explain you. ठीक है. So this is one of the reason. तो जब ये northwestern part of the country से आएगा, what it will happen? It will pick up the dust particles. Along with smokes. वो smokes कहाँ से आते हैं वो भी हम पढ़ेंगे. वो smokes पंजाब हरियाणा रीजन में जो स्टबल बर्निंग होता है वहाँ से जो स्मोक्स जनरेट करते हैं, तो जो नॉर्थ वेस्टर्ली विंड्स हैं, जब वो फ्लो करते हैं नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री, इट विल पिक अप dust along with the smokes that is generated by stubble burning, and all those things will get settled in Delhi. All those things will get settled in Delhi. ठीक है? So this is one of the factor. One factor is northwesterly wind. ठीक है? Another is wind speed, reduce wind speed. Reduce wind speed. ये क्या होता है? Now if we will analyze today, our temperature is hovering continuously from 12 degree to 21 degree. So that is dip in temperature. Temperature is dropping. If temperature will drop, what will happen? Wind speed will also decrease. Wind speed will also decrease. ठीक है? So decrease. अब देखिए, how wind is responsible. If there is a continuous flow of wind has the potential to disperse the pollution. Wind has the potential to disperse the pollution. ठीक है ना? Now अगर आप दिल्ली कंसीडर करते हैं, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? ड्यू टू डिप इन टेम्परेचर विंड स्पीड इज़ वेरी लो, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ लो स्पीड ऑफ विंड इट डू नॉट हैज़ द पोटेंशियल टू डिस्पर्स द पोल्यूटेंट. इट इज़ स्टेगनेंट एट दैट पर्टिकुलर एयर सेड रीजन. इट इज़ विंड स्पीड इज more or less stagnant in that air said region. ठीक है? Deep in temperature already we have studied. Now see, deep in temperature, as temperature dips, the inversion height is lowered and the concentration of pollutant in the air increases when this happens. ठीक है? Now what is temperature inversion in this case? So normally if you see, this is my ground level, this is my warm air. ठीक है? This is my warm air, this is my cool air, this is my colder air. ठीक है? This is my colder air, this is my colder air. ठीक है? Now in the case of temperature inversion क्या होता है? Temperature inversion क्या होगा? यहाँ पे ग्राउंड पे क्या रहेगा? This is my cool air and this is my warm air. ठीक है? warm air. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि normally क्या होता है? Normally this is my warm air. After that temperature will decrease. This is cool and this is colder air. लेकिन but in the case of temperature inversion, if you see, this is my colder air and after that this is a warmer air. तो things get reversed. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Now why it happens? अब देखिए दिल्ली के केस में हम अगर देखते हैं, then what happens? Suppose this is my ground level. ठीक है? If you consider this particular area, suppose ये मान के चलिए कि दिल्ली region है, this is my Delhi region. If you consider this particular area, what will happen? A smog is there, a smog. Okay, that means a smoke plus fog, a smog plus fog. ठीक है? तो this is my region. So क्या होता है? It obstructs the incoming solar radiation. Solar radiation को obstruct करता है. And because of this, the ground surface remain cool. ठीक है? Remain cool, and जो air that comes in contact with the ground surface is also cooled. ठीक है? तो this is called temperature inversion. तो temperature जो inversion के कारण क्या होता है? It creates atmospheric stability. ठीक है? It creates atmospheric stability, and because of that the wind fails to dissipate the pollution. ठीक है? Already we have studied regarding the winds. ठीक है? How wind is responsible. तो एक बार हम लोग फिर स्टडी करते हैं विंड का. जैसे लेट अस सी ओवर हियर, दिस इज माय पर्टिकुलर दिल्ली एरिया, ठीक है, दिस इज अ पर्टिकुलर दिल्ली एरिया, ठीक है। नाउ इट कम्स अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ टू कैटेगरीज ऑफ विंड, इट कम्स अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ टू कैटेगरीज ऑफ विंड, वन इज फ्रॉम नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न साइड, वन इज फ्रॉम नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न साइड, ठीक है, इसको हम नॉर्थ वेस्टर्ली विंड, ठीक है, नॉर्थ वेस्टर्ली विंड, एंड द अदर इज फ्रॉम नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न साइड, जो कि अपने साथ फॉग लेके आता है, मॉइस्चर लेके आता है, ठीक है, मॉइस्चर लेके आता है। इट कम्स फ्रॉम यूपी, इट्स कम फ्रॉम यूपी, ठीक है, मॉनसूनल विंड, ठीक है ना, मॉनसूनल विंड, ठीक है। और यहाँ से क्या होता है कि मानसून विड्रॉ हो चुका होता है, देन नॉर्थ वेस्टर्ली विंड है अगेन वो डेवलप हो जाता है। सो अगर आप एक चीज़ कंसीडर करते हैं तो क्या होता है, यहाँ देखिए, यहाँ पे जो इस पोर्शन में जो है बेसिकली एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन जनरेट होता है, एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन, ठीक है, एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन क्यों जनरेट होता है, आप सभी ने ऑल ऑफ अस वी हैव स्टडीड रिगार्डिंग द सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम, ठीक है ना, सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम। जो सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम है वो ऐसे होता है, देखिए, ठीक है, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं रिज पार्ट, और इसको ट्रॉ पार्ट बोलते हैं, ट्रॉ, ठीक है। ये हो गया सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट, दिस इज कॉल्ड सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम, ठीक है ना। ये ट्रोपोस्फेयर में रहता है, ठीक है, ट्रोपोस्फेयर में रहता है। अब देखिए, जब सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम जब फ्लो करता है, इस तरीके से फ्लो करता है, इट फॉर्म रिज एंड इट फॉर्म ट्रॉ। तो रिज का जो पोर्शन रहता है ना, वहाँ पे क्या जनरेट होता है, एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन जनरेट होता है, ठीक है ना। तो यहाँ पे हाई प्रेशर जनरेट हो जाता है। तो अब देखिए क्या हुआ, हम दिल्ली को स्टडी कर रहे थे, तो इट इज़ इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द टू काइंड्स ऑफ विंड, वन इज़ फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न साइड ऑफ अ कंट्री। सो नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न साइड में क्या होता है, एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन होता है। जब एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन होगा तो डेट मीन्स हाई प्रेशर इज देयर। अब ये एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन क्यों जनरेट होता है, एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशन इसलिए जनरेट होता है क्योंकि इस पर्टिकुलर पोर्शन में आप देखेंगे तो जो सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम फ्लो करता है, द रिच पोर्शन लाइज जस्ट above the northwestern part of the country, and because of the rich portion it creates anticyclonic condition. तो anticyclonic condition create हो जाने के बाद it is a high pressure zone from where the air will flow to the Delhi region. और जब मानसून विंड जो विड्रॉ करता है, सो ये यहाँ पे रहता है इन द मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर। सो यहाँ से फॉग मिल जाता है। तो अभी आप देखिए, ये दिल्ली रीजन है, यहाँ में नॉर्थ वेस्ट से विंड आ गया और यहाँ से नॉर्थ ईस्ट से विंड आ गया। तो नॉर्थ वेस्ट से जो विंड आया है वो अपने साथ क्या कैरी किया है, इट कैरिड डस्ट, एक बार ठीक है। अब देखिए, ये मेरा दिल्ली, दिस इज माई दिल्ली, नाउ दिस इज माई नॉर्थ western wind and this is my northeastern wind. So it carried a smoke from stubble burning, मैं आगे पढ़ेंगे हम लोग क्या है, प्लस डस्ट, ठीक है, प्लस डस्ट, और यहाँ से इसको फॉग मिल गया, नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न से इसको फॉग मिल गया। सो रिजल्टेंट इज स्मोक प्लस फॉग, क्या हो गया, स्मॉग। सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर वाई Delhi is continuously, or it has been thriving from the last 2 decades, thrive under smog. This is one of the important factor because it is influenced by 2 types of wind. One is from the northwestern part of the country and other is from northeastern part of the country. The northwestern part of the country brings along with it dust and stubble burning. When stubble burning happens, it carries smoke. So dust and smokes are carried, and apart from, we consider the other side, it carries the moisture. So moisture plus that dust, smokes, they are responsible for the formation of smog. This is my geographical aspect. ठीक है. Now let us see what is stubble burning. Stubble burning is one of the important factor for Delhi smog, high Delhi pollution. So let us see what is stubble burning and why, even if you know that this stubble burning is happening, but still we somehow failed to stop it. ठीक है. तो पहले समझते हैं हम लोग कि stubble burning क्या है and why it is happening. ठीक है. So stubble burning, intentionally setting fire on the straw stubble. ठीक है ना. Stubble burning basically क्या होता है? If you see in the region of Punjab, Haryana, what it will happen? They are using the machineries to cut the stubble, to cut the paddy plantation. But certain portion of the paddy plant, it will be remain in the field itself. And due to lack of time, what they will do? They will just put fire on that stubble, on that straw. ठीक है. जैसे मान के चलिए कि this is my paddy plantation. So what will happen? Due to the application of machinery, they will cut this portion. And rest of the portion, it will lie in the field itself. And because of lack of time, they will put this straw into fire. So that is called stubble burning. ठीक है. Now, stubble burning, why? Everybody knows that due to burning of stubble, there will be pollution, there will be loss of fertility of the soil, but still they are doing it. What are the factors that are responsible for stubble burning? Let us study. Stubble burning, why? Increased and modernized farm machineries extract the rice grain only and leave large quantities of rice stubble behind. Okay, जो सबसे one of the important factor why stubble burning happens is this Punjab Preservation and Subsoil Water Act. ठीक है. This act क्या हुआ था? Punjab government, to prevent the over exploitation of groundwater, because groundwater is already depleting. What it does? It has legislated a law. It has enacted a law called Punjab Preservation Subsoil Water Act to preserve the groundwater. तो ये act क्या करता है? This act mandated the farmers of Punjab. To shift their paddy plantation 15 days ahead, and that should coincide with the arrival of monsoon. अब जब monsoon arrive होगा, then they should do the plantation for paddy. तो क्या होगा? They don't require water from the ground. So that will preserve the groundwater. So see, the Punjab Preservation of Subsoil Water Act 2009, this mandated farmers to delay sowing of paddy to late June to discourage groundwater extraction. ठीक है. So in the sowing period itself, we are late by 15 days. So definitely we have to harvest 15 days. Late only. So there is only 2 to 3 weeks windows. There is only 2 to 3 weeks windows left for planting wheat. So due to lack of time, what the farmer will do? They will put the stubble into fire. They won't go for cutting it manually. They won't go for leaving it on the field itself, let it get decomposed, because they do not have the time. There is only 2 to 3 weeks left. And the other, if you see the other side, that the stubble is very rich in silica content, which cannot be fed to the milch animals like cows, all these things. High silica content, they cannot be fed. So it's just like a waste for them. So what they will do? They will put the stubble into fire. Okay? So what we have studied, one of the important factor why this stubble burning is happening is because of this Punjab Preservation Subsoil Water Act 2019. It has delayed the sowing season by 15 days, and the sowing season should coincide with the arrival of monsoon. So this is shifting by 15 days, so definitely our harvesting will happen 15 days after only, and the window, we have a window period of around 2 to 3 weeks, and this is very less. That's why the farmer, they put the stubble into fire. And stubble, we know that they can't be fed to the milch animal because of high silica content, so it's no use for them. Yeah, vehicular pollution, it also contributes to Delhi pollution. Firecrackers, अभी दिवाली आने वाली है, we will all suffer, ठीक है, क्योंकि but this time the Supreme Court has banned bursting of firecrackers from November 10th to I think 30th, ठीक है. Large scale construction is also responsible for contributing Delhi smog, ठीक है. Now we came to know that what are the factors responsible for contributing towards Delhi smog. Now how we are able to abate, how we are able to control this situation. So let us see what we can do with stubble, ठीक है ना. Measures to address the issue of Delhi smog. First is your stubble burning. First is my stubble burning, ठीक है. So with the help of turbo happy seeder, machine, the straw is simultaneously thrown over the sown seeds to form a mulch cover along with the drilling of wheat seed by the machine, ठीक है. So with the help of turbo happy seeder, what we can do? We can use the stubble. We can use our stubble in the form of mulching, while simultaneously planting the weeds. It will form a mulching cover. But one thing should be noted: the mulching, when it is trying to decompose, it will attract rat and termite. ठीक है ना? Rats and termites, ठीक है ना? So rats, ठीक है. Now the other technology is super straw management system, ठीक है ना, is attached to the self-propelled harvest combines which cut paddy straw into a small pieces, and spread the same. Now again that straw is cut into small pieces with the help of super straw management system, ठीक है. But what is the problem with this technology? It destroys some paddies, it destroys some rice. It is along with the cutting of stubble, it also cut some portion of the rice. Means some portion of the rice is destroyed, ठीक है. Now the other thing is like we can use Manrega scheme to provide employment and use the manual labor to cut the stubble. The other thing is, एक समय था, once there was a time, अभी भी है, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं है, कि पंजाब को हम लोग मक्के दी रोटी सरसों दा साग कहते थे. मक्के दी रोटी सरसों दा साग, अब कहाँ है मक्के दी रोटी सरसों दा साग? हाँ, now that corn belt has been totally replaced by rice belt, ठीक है. और अगर if Punjab government has enacted this law to protect its groundwater, है ना, so we can see that they can again उन लोग कॉर्न टेक्नोलॉजी में से दे कैन गो ऑन प्लांटेशन ऑफ कॉर्न्स, ठीक है, ठीक है. जैसे मान के चलिए शिफ्टिंग द क्रॉपिंग, sorry, okay. So what? In the long run, shifting the cropping pattern away from the paddy to maize, cotton, fruits, vegetation, ठीक है. This can also help in the long term. Now, yes, the other thing is what? Chhattisgarh model. We have when we are going for the answer writing, we should always quote some case studies. For addressing the situation. If you are quoting the case studies, it will fetch some extra mark, ठीक है. This is Chhattisgarh model of Gauthan. What is basically this system? What it will happen? It has a dedicated 5-acre plot. And what the farmers will do? the farmers will donate the stubble, and that will get converted into manures. With the help of cow dung and few natural enzymes. ठीक है? And see, in the Punjab and Haryana region, we are planting normal paddy. ठीक है? We are planting normal paddy. That is ठीक है. Now, ठीक है, shifting the non-basmati common paddy to basmati rice, what it will do? It will shift from high silica content to low silica content. ठीक है. अगर हम लोग नॉन बासमती राइस से स्विच करते हैं बासमती राइस की ओर, then what it will happen? It will shift from high silica content to low silica content. First thing, silica content. ठीक है. If it is low in silica content, then it can be used as a fodder to feed the animals. First thing. Second thing, basmati rice will fetch 3 times higher price in the market for those farmers. Yeah. So now we have studied how to address the problem of stubble burning. Now the other biggest issue is how to address the situation of northwesterly winds that is picking up the smokes as well as the dust, and they are getting settled in the Delhi airshed region. Now how to solve this issue? See, actually this is proposed, the Green Wall of India proposed by environmental activists Vijaypal Wagel in COP 14 by the United Nations Conference to Combat Desertification held in Delhi. So in the COP 14, in the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification that was held in Delhi, environmentalists proposed to create a Green Wall of India. So basically it was proposed to stop desertification, because Thar desert is expanding. It was proposed, but simultaneously it will stop the northwestern winds to come to Delhi, because that Green Wall of India will act as a shield, and that will not allow dust and smokes to enter Delhi. ठीक है ना. ये कहाँ पे है? ये आपका अरावली रेंज. They are supposed to create a Green Wall of India. Width will be around 5 km. So this will act as a shield. This will act as a shield, and it will protect. It will obstruct the northwesterly winds. ठीक है. Now other measures. What are the other measures we can take to address the situation of Delhi pollution? First is your Bharat Stage 6 vehicle. ठीक है. Bharat Stage 6 vehicle. What is 6? First of all, now we were in the Bharat Stage 4. Now we directly leapfrogged to 6, because it has the potential to curb 80% of sulfur oxide pollution. It has sulfur oxide pollution. ठीक है ना. It has the potential to curb 80% of the sulfur oxide pollution. That is why we are shifting to Bharat Stage 6 vehicles. And push for electrical vehicle, we are having FAME scheme. FAME push for electric vehicles, odd even formula. Implementation of grade response action plan. When air quality index shows that it is crossing the severe category, then graded response action plans will come. It is for temporary in nature, just like shutting down of schools, odd even carpooling. All these things will start just to control the situation for few days. It is not of permanent nature, it is of temporary nature. Yeah, we have discussed the creating a Green Wall of India. That is of permanent nature, because it will act as a shield, and that will protect the Delhi from incoming northwesterly winds that carries smoke and dust. ठीक है. Installation of smoke tower across the capital of Delhi. What a smoke tower will do? It will suck the polluted air, and after that it will generate fresh air for the Delhi residents. SMOG, which basically works on the principle of carbon nanotubes fiber technique, carbon nanotubes filter, carbon nanotubes filters. It has carbon nanotubes filters. National Clean Air Program. It was launched by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in January 2019. It is the first ever effort in India to frame a national framework for air quality management with a time-bound reduction target. Okay, time bound is we have to reduce particulate matter by 20 to 30% from 2000 level by 2024. That means we have to reduce 20 to 30%. If we consider the base level, it is 2017 up to 2024. ठीक है. FAME scheme encourage faster adoption of electric and hybrid vehicles. ठीक है. Now let us analyze some. So what? Let us recall the things what we have studied. Geographical factors were one was your northwesterly winds, that is continuously picking up the smoke and dust. Other was the northeasterly winds that bring the fog, moistures. First thing, dip in temperature was one of the reason. Less wind was one of the reason, because if wind is more, the dust will not settle over there. The wind has the potential to remove the particulate of pollutants. Okay, they were the geographical factors. And anthropogenic factors, we have studied stubble burning. What are the factors for stubble burning? Okay, and how we can curb the stubble burning. Now let us analyze some question. This was asked in 2015. Mumbai, Delhi and Kolkata are the 3 mega cities of the country, but air pollution is much more serious problem in Delhi, as compared to the other two. Why is so? So अगर आप दिल्ली and Kolkata को consider करेंगे, they were in the coastal belts. So they were under the influence of coastal winds. Wind is more over there, so it tries to disperse the pollution, is one of the factor. And other factor, that anticyclonic condition generated in the northern western part of the country, that generates the wind, and that carries along with that smoke and dust particles, is not happening in the case of Mumbai and Kolkata. ठीक है. So इसमें लोग आंसर लिखने का, identify the issue related to stubble burning. Issues means stubble burning ka, it is responsible for creating pollution in Delhi. Second thing is it is reducing the soil fertility. Where the stubble burning happens, because the microbes, they are generally burnt. So it reduces the fertility. And mention how an effective policy planning can curb the stubble burning and can convert the crisis of stubble burning into opportunity. How it can be done? First is your shifting from non-basmati to basmati, so it will act as a fodder for milch animal. ठीक है ना. Second thing is generation of power through biomass. That is stubble burning. Biomass. ठीक है. Biomethanation plant. ठीक है. So this is following the Chhattisgarh model of Gautam's model. It will help to generate manure. So see, we have identified the issue related to the stubble burning and mentioned how an effective policy planning can curb the stubble burning and can convert the crisis of stubble burning into opportunity. So shifting from non-basmati rice to basmati rice, it is less in silica content. Apart from that, it can fetch 3 times the higher price in the market. Generating power through biomass, that is from stubble, power can be generated by biomethanation plant. And Gautam's, if we are applying Gautam's model, then it has the potential to convert stable into manual. So this is how. Okay, so thanks all of you. After this session I would like to take a session on decoding of science and technology, but let's have a gap for 2 minutes.